Hey guys, it's Sunday, so it's time for my mental health vlog. And I'm in the bathroom. I'm not sitting on the toilet, don't worry, but I'm in the bathroom because I've got my son asleep in my room and my boyfriend working on a project in the living room. So this is the only place to go and get some privacy. So I'll tell you why my weekend got kind of weird and why I'm doing this so late in just a minute. So this was a really good week, and I want to tell you why. The highlight of my week was that this was the 1 year anniversary of my sobriety, my sexual sobriety, which is a really big milestone. And my boyfriend, who is very supportive, really went out of his way to celebrate that this week. And one of the things he did was he got me a little gift that I probably need to explain before it makes any sense. Months ago, because my boyfriend and I are very open about talking about emotions, feelings, just being really open and honest about everything. We always talk about sometimes we feel broken. Sometimes he feels broken, sometimes I feel broken. Honestly, there are probably sometimes everybody feels broken. And he introduced me to this Japanese concept called kintsugi. I'm probably pronouncing that incorrectly. I apologize. Usually I call it that Japanese bowl thing because I can't remember the name. But what kintsugi is, it's a practice in Japanese culture where they take broken bowls, plates, whatever, which would normally be thrown away and garbage, and they repair them using gold. Therefore, making the bowl or plate more valuable and stronger. So whenever we're having a moment when we feel broken, we talk about what I call that Japanese bowl thing. We talk about kintsugi. And usually that helps. So for my 1 year sobriety anniversary, he got me a little bowl. It fits in the palm of my hand. But it's a kintsugi bowl. And I've got it on my desk at work. He got it to remind me that I still have value and that I'm stronger than I was before. Which honestly is a great metaphor for my journey, both of my sexual sobriety and my mental health journey. So it really was the perfect gift. So the reason it's Sunday and my son is here is because my schedule has been just all crazied up this weekend, but for really good reason. So let me say what happened. Thursday morning, I had a really bad migraine when I woke up, and I told my boss, I sent her a text message. I'm like, I just need a couple more hours. I will be in, but I need a few more hours to try and shake this thing. So I went back to sleep. When I woke up, I had like 15 missed calls, texts, FaceTime messages from my ex. He had even used my son's phone to try and call me. And I had a couple of messages, text messages from my boyfriend. So the first thing I see are all the missed calls from my ex. And as any parent would, I freaked out. Something must be wrong. That was my very first thought, was something must be wrong. Or something must be going on with my son. So I called him. Well, it turns out that the city of Houston, the health department, released like 2,500 new vaccine appointments on Thursday morning. They announced it through Twitter, and he was calling to let me know. When he didn't hear from me, he took it upon himself to make an appointment for both me and my boyfriend, which I thought was really cool of him to do. Unbeknownst to me, at the same time, my boyfriend also booked us appointments for vaccines, but the time that my ex got us were better. So we went with those. And because the appointments were Saturday morning, early, it wouldn't have made sense for me to take my son Friday night and then try and get him home so early on Saturday morning, because we weren't going to take him down to Minute Maid Stadium with all of those people, because that's just too high risk. We didn't want to risk that for my son. So we totally shuffled it around. Luckily, tomorrow is a holiday. or for most people, or a lot of people, I have it off. My son doesn't have school, so we figured that instead of taking him Friday night, we would take him Sunday. So we had him tonight, and he is grounded from video games. So we went to Target on the way home and picked up some board games. I got him, he wanted an Etch-a-Sketch. I'm like, well, cool, you can absolutely have an Etch-a-Sketch. I had one as a kid. It's an awesome way to learn how to draw and to work with your hands and whatnot. I'm like, absolutely, you can have an Etch-a-Sketch. So he played with the Etch-a-Sketch a little bit today, and he got super proud of, look, I'm building Minecraft cities, because everything's angles and squares, but I just thought it was cool he was using the Etch-a-Sketch. Then we played a board game about memes. It's kind of like Apples to Apples or Cards Against Humanity, but with memes. And that was a lot of fun. Then we played a board game called Jumanji, and before that we got some dinner. We went back to Subway because my son was like, we haven't done our thing in a while. I'm like, done, absolutely, let's go to Subway. And of course my boyfriend's here, so we all went to Subway, we all played games, and then my son went to bed. Another really cool thing that my boyfriend did, because again our schedule got changed, is Friday night, and Friday was the actual anniversary of my sobriety. My boyfriend made me an amazing meal. He made short rib ragu, homemade ragu, over pasta with fresh Parmesan and basil, which was out of this world. It took him like 3 hours to make it. It was out of this world. And then for dessert, he made me my favorite cobbler, peach and blackberry cobbler, and he made an oat crust on top of it. Oh, just the right amount of crunch, just the right amount of sweet, just the right amount of sour, just the right amount of yum, and of course vanilla ice cream melting on top. So, needless to say, Friday night I was miserable. And then Saturday morning we got up and got coffee, and then we went and got our vaccines, which the whole process was an absolute nightmare, I'm not going to lie. Very grateful, very thankful for the fact that we were able to get them, very grateful for the medical workers and volunteers that are there making it happen. Oh man, but that process needs work. And I feel for them, I really do. It's really hard to get people to social distance when you're trying to get people crowded in there quickly to get their vaccines. But we got them. A little bit sore in the left arm, but I haven't mutated or turned green or grown an extra limb, so I think for the most part I'm okay. Then Saturday evening, my boyfriend got his nipples pierced. So I held his hand as he screamed, as one does when a giant needle's being shoved through your nipples. And he was a trooper and made it through. And then I got a little bit of touch-up work on my tattoo, which isn't quite finished yet, but we have to wait for my skin to heal a little bit more because it's not quite as healed as it needs to be to finish up the tattoo. And then we came back last night and just watched movies. Woke up this morning and got coffee and got my hair freshened up for my sister's wedding this week, and then went and picked up my son. So yeah, it was a really good week. My meeting on Thursday was great too. Of course, that's when we celebrated my 1 year anniversary with my group, which was awesome. So this week, I am stressed. My boyfriend is stressed. My boyfriend is meeting my family for the first time. And we are flying during, very high numbers of COVID. And nervous about that, because people have been really getting lax about things, which is why numbers have been going up. So just trying to stay calm and prepare and get ready for that. So Sunday's vlog will be, I'll be back. We leave on Wednesday and then we come back on Sunday. So I'll be back on Sunday for my vlog. And I'll let you know how it went. But my sister's getting married this weekend, so we're going to Florida for that. So, other than that, it's really been a great week. My embroidery machine is getting its tune up this week, so it's been really quiet in the apartment without, you know, but it's been a good week. So I hope you all had a great week as well. All right, guys, as I always say, check on your friends, remind them that you love them. Check on your loved ones and your family, and remind them that you love them. I have some friends that are moving a little bit further away. That made me sad this week because I went and helped them pack up some stuff. So I reminded them that I love them and that I will miss not seeing them as often. And of course, remind yourself that you love yourself, because that can be hard to do sometimes. But as RuPaul says, if you don't love yourself, how in the hell are you going to love someone else? And that's pretty true. You got to love yourself. You got to remind yourself that you are repaired with gold. You are kintsugi. You are no longer broken. You are stronger than you were before, and you have value. All right, guys. Love y'all, and I will check in with y'all next week. Bye.